last week on When the Beat Drops.
Yeah, him possibly dating Kylie Jenner. I ain't give a damn, honestly. But I mean, I do think it's unfortunate that what is possibly going on in his personal life is affecting his music. Hey everybody, it is Jade Ashley and I am back for a new When the Beat Drops video. And like always, you know I am here to give you my 5 hot beats of the week, so stay tuned for more. Okay, guys, so let's get into the first beat of this week. So we have to talk about the amazing, the beautiful, the talented, the fashionable Teyana Taylor. So, Teyana Taylor, her debut album, 7, which is written in Roman numerals, will be coming out November 4th. And this week has been, I don't want to say like a big week for her, because I guess like the album release week will be like a big week for her. But this week she had her listening party in LA. And I think her debut album, when I tell you this has been way overdue. We were first introduced to Teyana back in like 2007, which seems so long ago, and she was on, of course, My Super Sweet 16, and at the time she was signed to Pharrell's label Star Trek, and unfortunately she never released an album. The most I think we've gotten from her while she was signed to Star Trek was her single Google Me Baby, which is like mad old, yo. Like, so, but that was like her first, her first official single, which was Google Me Baby. And since then, if you fast forward a couple of years, she signs to Kanye West's label Good Music. She even got it like tatted on her, so she better had dropped the album under Good Music for her to have it like inked on her body. But she's the first lady of Good Music, and she is finally releasing her debut album. I know like a lot of artists, they talk about how they want to release music, and sometimes they can't actually release the music because you're on a label, and until that label say go, you're not releasing nothing as far as like an album goes. So I'm glad she finally got that yes to release her album, and I'm excited because when I tell you, to me, Teyana, like she's like everything, literally. Not only is her body sick, but like her fashion sense is like amazing. Like she's one of those females that when it comes to like body and like that sexy tomboy look, I'm looking for Teyana. I want to see how she did it. I want to see what she's wearing. She's the girl that can be like the guy's girl and like the girl's girl. Like she can, sit there and dress tomboyish and still be pretty and still be feminine, and then when it's time to dress up and shut it down, she definitely knows how to do that. So not only is she somebody who I feel like can be looked at as like a style icon, if you want to call it, but she's really talented. Like, not only can Teyana Taylor dance her ass off, there's dancers and then there's people who can dance their ass off, and Teyana, she knows how to dance her ass off. And then on top of that, she has like the vocals. So for somebody who like embodies like so much, personality, so much style, so much talent, like it was only a matter of time. So I know, like I said, everybody has like their own timing, so her time is now, and I guess it couldn't have come at a better time. So I'm excited, and I'm definitely copping the album. So, and I would consider her like a real artist, like a real vocalist. Like Teyana, she can sing. So, and she opened up for August Alsina when he did his Testimony Live tour. So if I say so one more time, but definitely 7 comes out November 4th, and she recently also did a spread for Elle magazine, and she went back to Harlem, and she went to like historical landmarks within Harlem, and she did like this type of couture, if you want to call it, shoot. So it's like a couple of good shots that I just love, so I'll be sure to insert the pictures, and she just looks amazing. I know it was one with a subway, it was one in front of like the Big L mural and stuff that a lot of people take pictures of when they are in the Harlem area. So yeah, I'm excited for Teyana's album, and I know a lot of people were kind of like wondering like, well, when is this girl going to drop a project? Like, she always somewhere on somebody's blog. Like, she either at a party, we see her in the club somewhere, going off, and she's had issues with people in the past, i.e. Rihanna, and you know, she's had relationship drama, especially like this past summer with the whole Brandon Jenner and Jennings and Tay Heckard situation. But now she seems to be in a great relationship with Iman Shumpert from the New York Knicks, and I actually love them together. Like I said, Teyana Taylor's debut album 7, which is all written in Roman numerals, I'll be sure to insert the album cover right here, will be releasing on November 4th. And before I actually go, I want to read the track listing. The tracks on the album are, the first track is called Out of My League, which is an interlude. The second track, Just Different. The third, Request. The fourth track, Do Not Disturb. The fifth track, Broken Hearted Girl featuring Fabulous. The sixth track, It Could Just Be Love, which is another interlude. The seventh is Put Your Love On. The eighth is Maybe featuring Pusha T and Yo Gotti, which is actually the leading track. The ninth is Dreams. The 10th is Sorry. 11th, Business. 12th, In the Air, and the deluxe edition includes the full tracks of Out of My League and It Could Just Be Love, which are the interludes. And what Teyana has recently been doing is she's been releasing snippets of the songs, but in forms of like little music videos. So last week she released a snippet of Business and Do Not Disturb, and this week she released the snippet of Broken Hearted Girl, which features Fabulous. So if you guys actually want to check out those snippets and get a feel for what those tracks sound like before the album releases on November 4th, you can head over to my blog, which is j-ashley94.blogspot.com, to check them out. So yeah, so I cannot, say it enough. Be sure to support real artists, because in my mind, I feel like Teyana is definitely a real artist. She's a real vocalist. So cop her new album, 7, which comes out November 4th. So yeah. Alright, so the second beat of this week, we have to backtrack and talk about one of the beats from last week, which was Tyga. We all know that Tyga went on Twitter and basically expressed his frustrations with his situation with Young Money, and he threatened to leak his new album because they were not releasing his music, and how he only reps Last King. He doesn't rep, Young Money, all that other stuff. If you didn't see it, make sure you check out last week's video when the beat drops, number 8, I think that was. Yeah. But this week he did an and he's on the new digital issue of Vibe magazine. So he did an interview, and it basically gives out more as far as it goes deeper into what the tweets he said. So I'm going to read some quotes from the interview, and I guess, basically give a follow-up as far as last week goes. So one question is Young Money a part of the creative process on this album? He says, nah, I tend to distance myself from them. And then the question followed by that was, are you trying to break out on your own? He said, yeah, I'm trying to go independent. I don't really get along with Drake. I don't really get along with Nicki. Now that set everybody off when he said that. But let me finish. So they asked why? So why don't you get along with Drake and Nicki? So he says, I don't like Drake as a person. He's just fake to me. I like his music, you know what I'm saying? I think his music is good, but we're all different people. We were forced together, and it was kind of like we were forcing relationships together. It is what it is, but I have been friends with Chris Brown for 6 years. That's my real genuine friend. We hang out all the time. He lives up the street from me, so we don't just do music, we hang. I think being signed to Young Money, everybody felt like they had to force a relationship because Wayne put us together. At the end of the day, the reason why I signed to Young Money is because of my relationship with Wayne. Not because of Drake, not because of Nicki. It was because of Wayne and my relationship with him. I try to be cool with everybody, but sometimes everybody just has different personalities, motives, and different characters. When you realize that, you realize that's not a place where you want to continue to grow. So I guess that kind of went into, it's like everything that we've been seeing for years is not what we actually think it is, and he's sick of it, and he's like, look, deuces, I'm independent, I'm Last Kings, I went out of here, y'all not releasing my music, why am I here? But of course, they could not end the interview without asking about the whole situation with Kylie Jenner, because apparently that was the reason why Young Money was holding back his new album, because of his alleged relationship with Kylie. So they asked him, and they said the Kardashians fit that profile as far as changing, developing, and growing and stuff like that. So they said, speaking of, you're not dating Kylie Jenner. He said, Kylie, nah. See, the thing about Kylie, I've known Kylie and the whole family for 4 years. I introduced China to Kim about a year ago, so everybody's been cool, but it's just so hard. Their world is different. If somebody want to hang out, cool. I'm not opposed to hanging out with somebody. I hang out with Kylie, her sister Kendall. I hang out with Scott sometimes. I hang out with Chloe sometimes. But people want to take the situation with Kylie to the next level. So, I mean, look, everybody's insinuating this man is dating Kylie. Apparently, they were recently spotted in the airport in Europe, and everyone's saying that he's having sex with Kylie because in Europe, in certain countries in Europe, it's the legal age is like 15, 16, and Kylie's like 17. I don't know the case, but if the man say he not dating Kylie, he not dating Kylie. If he's dating Kylie and all this other stuff that y'all saying that he doing, we just gotta wait for her to get pregnant. And I'm not saying get, Kylie pregnant, but I'm just saying, I guess they'll say it when they say it if it's true, and if it's not, like he says it's not, then it's not. And I mean, to kind of defend and back up what he's been saying, the first time I've ever personally seen Tyga interact with, the whole Kardashian-Jenner clan was a couple of years ago on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, when Kendall had her Sweet 16, and she actually had Tyga come to perform at her party, and that's when he was doing like Rack City and all this other stuff. And that was like definitely around the time when him and Blac Chyna first like got together. So that's the first time I've ever seen them like interact together, and it's kind of weird how like from my perspective, from him like just going to he performing at her party and eventually becoming friendly with the family, and now all of a sudden he's dating Kylie. I don't know what it is. He said he's not doing it, so I'm gonna just take his word for it because it's his word and we talking about him and whatever the case may be. So that's everything that has to do with Tyga. So right now we're going to move on to our third beat of the week, and this week, or this third beat, I have to give it to Jennifer Lopez. So apparently, Miss Lopez, or as my friend Bria likes to call her, Mavalo, she has, according to TMZ, she is in the process of finalizing a deal with the Access Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, and she is making a deal to perform a series of shows via residency, meaning that she lives in Las Vegas and she performs, for a certain number of nights and stuff like that. Artists who have, who are known for doing it, of course, is Celine Dion, and she's actually still doing a residency in Las Vegas, and I think her residency in Las Vegas, I'm not sure what hotel is at, but I think it's up in like 2017. So like Celine Dion has been doing her shows in Las Vegas for a while, and the resort that Jennifer Lopez is doing a deal with is the Access Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, and that's actually a deal that Britney Spears has with them right now. So apparently the deal is for her to, apparently she'll be making, allegedly, because it's not finalized, $350,000 per show, and she'll do a total of 72 shows, and she'll perform 3 times a week for 24 weeks. So that will leave her with making over $26 million. So for me, I mean, that's good, and I feel like Jennifer Lopez, she has a career, she has a catalog, and she could still perform. Like when she was promoting her latest album, AKA, and she was like on these shows like American Idol and stuff like that, and she was performing, like she still definitely without the doubt has a move. She's like in her 40s and she still has it. So I mean, I feel like Jennifer Lopez and what she has to offer as far as her catalog and her dance moves go, she definitely has a lot to offer Las Vegas, and I feel like her presence and her music and stuff like that, it very much fits in with the whole scenery of Las Vegas. So I think that would be pretty much dope. Hopefully, I'm just saying, I'm hoping. I'm just saying, I mean, if I speak it, maybe it might come to pass. I mean, or come true. Maybe I can go to Vegas the upcoming summer. I'm just saying. And if the deal is finalized and she does, do shows, then I would definitely love to go see her in Las Vegas. And for those of you who are interested in knowing, or for those of you who still watch American Idol, I personally don't watch American Idol past the auditions, but if you still watch American Idol, she will be returning as a judge. I know at the beginning of the summer, she went to the Wendy Williams show, and Wendy was asking if she will be returning for a new season of American Idol, and she wasn't sure because she was just releasing an album and she didn't know if she was going to do tour and stuff. But she will be back as a judge for the new season of American Idol, and the new season of American Idol starts on January 14th. So don't say I never told you. Yeah. So the fourth topic of this week, I have to talk about Love and Hip Hop. I haven't really talked about Love and Hip Hop since it premiered a couple of weeks ago. I talked and I gave my opinion based off my first impressions with the first episode. So I figured I'll do like an update, because there's like so much going on in the show, but then there's so much that's going on social media and in the media outside the show, which is only going to make for an interesting reunion. So I wrote down some people to highlight and stuff and give my opinion. So this week on the show, we saw Tiara Marie. She kind of had like a little struggle, I guess you can say. One thing I can say, that ever since like the first maybe like 2 or 3 episodes or whatever, Tiara's definitely been off of that whole I'm in love with Ray J situation, and I just want us to get back together. Since then, we've seen her actually like in the studio, and I think Tiara might have been like the only person that I've seen like in the studio surrounding. So I guess she'll definitely be the only person that embraces the musical side of the Love and Hip Hop part or whatever. So we've seen her in the studio, and she's like been taking like all of her frustrations and stuff and everything that's been going on between her and Hazel, and she's putting it into her music, as she should, because like I said, Tiara, we need a new project. So maybe she saw the video and she heard it. I'm just saying. Well, no, it's pre-recorded, whatever. But she was in the studio and she was recording, and this week she said, you know, now I need to, you know, now that I'm getting back into music, I need to start tackling the performance like aspect of things. So she said, I need to dust off my chops and I need to get on the stage. So she approached 2 club promoters, one by the name of Sincere and another by the name of Miss Diddy. And I've heard of Miss Diddy a couple of times. So she approached them about like performing at a club, I guess that they promote at and stuff like that. And you know, they were questioning like, Tiara, we haven't, you know, heard you perform in a while and stuff, you know, you sure you got this? And she's like, yeah, I got it, you know, I'm, you know, trying to get back into stuff like that. So long story short, Sincere, he's an asshole. And I knew he was an asshole from the point when he was like, you know what, well, her boobs look good, so, you know, I'm gonna give her this chance. First of all, what her boobs got to do with her singing? But anyways, like, I hate people like that. But anyway, so she did the performance, and I have to say, I'm not one to judge someone singing, but the performance was not good. But Tiara also said that the performance was not good and not up to par in what she's used to. She mentioned that she hasn't like sung with a live band, but I would think she would have done rehearsals or whatever. But it wasn't good, long story short, and she admitted that, but she was saying, you know, this is my first show back, it only gets better from here. I'll give her that. But then it turned into an altercation because the Sincere promoter guy or whatever, he was kind of like disrespectful with it. Like, yo, you fat, you need to lose weight. I can see you breathing, your stomach can't get over your dress, your vocals is terrible, and all of this other stuff, and good luck with your music career. It was just terrible and uncalled for. And y'all know Tiara by now, like, say something she don't like, she gonna turn up on you. So that's exactly what she did. She turned up on his ass. But I will say, I give Tiara like a kudos for, you know, doing what she has to do as far as, you know, getting back there out into the music game. And I'm hoping at least by the end of this season we have like new music and is like something good coming out of it, because the only success story music wise that's ever come out of like the Love and Hip Hop franchise was my best friend K Michelle. So I mean, Love and Hip Hop is a platform not only to showcase your relationships but your music, and the only person on this season right now or on this franchise right now that's taking advantage of it that I see is Tiara. So I'm hoping that there's a success story with her music out of this. But moving on from Tiara, we have to go to Little Fizz. Now Little Fizz, you are going through too much and you are too fine to be going through stuff like this. So we already know that he got a crazy baby mother, but apparently he has a girlfriend, and what seemed like a good relationship and somebody who like embraced his son turns out to be all lies. So apparently he revealed on this week's episode that his girlfriend Amanda previously cheated on him, and he forgave her or whatever and took her back, but he's had trust issues ever since then, which is pretty much understandable. And then he started questioning whether or not she really wanted to be involved within his son's life. Look, you are doing absolutely too much, Little Fizz, and you are too cute to be going through this stuff. It's either, look, if you can't find the right girl, don't even stress about it, because you have your son you have to take care of. So if you love Amanda like you love Amanda, love her enough to let her go, because apparently she's not the one. She's sitting here stupid enough to cheat on you with somebody else, and then you took her back, and he accused of her like possibly cheating on him again because they were in a car and she was on her phone and the phone was on speaker, and apparently somebody called her about a reservation for dinner in Miami, and the guy that she cheated on him with was from Miami. I don't know, it's just too much. And what I actually found to be funny was that somebody had sat here and posted something on Facebook of another person's tweet, and I'll insert the tweet here, but I'll read it also. It says, Little Fizz just needs to realize he's a single mother and be an independent woman and take care of his child. And that's funny, but at the same time, it's like, he's not a mother, obviously, he's a father, but that's what it is. He looked like a single mother, and he just needs to be independent and take care of his child and not worry about the rest of these hoes, because they not doing him no good, no justice, and he's stressing, and he's too cute for that, and he needs to worry about the things that's right in life, and that's his son. But moving on from Little Fizz, we have to definitely talk about Omarion. So Omarion wasn't really too much on this week's episode, but as far as like social media or media goes, it was recently reported that he broke up with his girlfriend April because he speculated that, this is all alleged, it's not even true, but what the alleged thing was, people were saying that he asked April for a paternity test on their son Mega because he I guess didn't look like him and he didn't think Mega was his son. She denied, so he broke up with her. So that was something that I actually heard last week, but it wasn't until this week that he actually responded. And I'll post the Instagram post that he posted, and I'll also read what he posted on Instagram. He said, I told Mega, son, they think someone else is your dad. He said, LOL. Maury said, you are the father. Hashtag, he gave you the finger. Hashtag, I didn't show him that. Hashtag, stop with the fake press. Hashtag, I love his mama. Hashtag, Mega. Hashtag, y'all love to start shh. Hashtag, my family is unbreakable. Hashtag, we swag too. Hashtag, middle finger to all those that support lies. Hashtag, love those who don't. Hashtag, I'm done. So for everyone who sits here and think that April and Omarion is not together and that Mega is not his son, they are together. Mega is his son and they are happy, and yeah. So aside from that, the next cast member that I want to talk about is Masika and Young Berg. Thank God April wasn't on there this week, because that girl is delusional. And I actually entered it before and after picture that I got from the Shade Room. Her plastic surgery, disgusting. But yeah, so this is off the show, but apparently, according to social media and stuff like that, Masika is now dating Young Berg, so that's definitely gonna cause for a lot of drama when it comes to the reunion, which I cannot wait for. That's everything I have to say about Love and Hip Hop. So if y'all want to continue to watch the ratchet behavior, because I know I am, you know, tune in every Monday at 8 o'clock on VH1. Okay? Yeah. So the for the fifth beat of this week, we are going to talk about my big sis, Tamar. So 2 weeks ago, she released a new single called Let Me Know featuring Future, and I made it my song of the week. And today she released the official music video for the single, and it was premiered on 106 & Park because she is here in New York doing promo for the new season of Tamar Invent. So she stopped by 106 & Park to premiere the video, and I love the video. Actually, I really love the video. The video it's simple but not simple. It's simple to the fact that the whole video is nothing but like beauty shots. So, you know, she has about like maybe 4 or 5 different looks throughout the video, and she's basically performing the song. Future's nowhere in sight, whatever. But he just whistles and cracks and makes whatever Future noise that he makes on songs. But I think that Tamar looked great throughout the video. that actual art, the actual like cover for the single, which I'll place here, was actually shot in the video, because now that we see the video, the outfit and the hair and stuff and everything from that cover is from the music video. So to me, I think my favorite look of the entire video was, and I'm not a perv or anything, was like a glitter scene. Like Tamar was like naked, but she was like covered in glitter, and like I love that particular wig that she had with like the braid wrapped around her hair and like the glitter going all over the place. Like that was like the best beauty shot to me. So that was definitely one of my favorites. She looked beautiful throughout the whole video, but that was my particular favorite. If there's any look that I did not like that she had was when she was like laying in the pool. It was like a couple of shots where she was laying in the pool, and the only reason why I don't like that look is because she had like this bleach blonde wig. Like, we know Tamar wear blonde hair, but I think it's only so light you can go, and bleach blonde is basically like white. So it looked, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was that was my least favorite look. Sorry to Brooklyn. But anyway, so I love the video. If you want to check out the video in its entirety, be sure to head over to my blog at jade-ashley94.blogspot.com. Okay guys, like always, I have to remind you to comment on my videos, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos with others. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jade_Ashley94. And this week's song of the week would have to go to Dej Loaf. I know by now everyone has heard of her. Her song Try Me has been all over the place. That is the new song. So yes, so it was recently announced that she signed a major deal with Columbia Records, so congratulations to her. And she also released the official remix of her song Try Me featuring Remy Ma and Ty Dolla $ign. So like always, you know you can head over to my blog at jade-ashley94.blogspot.com to hear the whole track in its entirety. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Feeling godly, hop out like coke, I ain't got a pocket. Fuck is yours.